Hello, hi, hello my lovely, lovely, lovely peeps. Well, you asked for it. You asked the questions, so I'm going to answer them. My daughter, she put that video up. You know, that video was up for a whole day before I even knew it was there. And when I saw it, she made me promise not to look at any of the questions. And guess what? I haven't. So, we have here in my pot loads of your questions. I will try to get through as many as possible. Now, what I wanted was for my daughter to read the questions out. But I know why she told me to read them, because she know I'm going to fluff them. Yeah, that's it, Katrina. I know you. You know I'm going to fluff it.
Some of the names are quite complicated.
Exactly. I'm going to try my best. After 2 or 3, if it looks like I'm struggling, I'm passing it over to her. But let's get started. First question. Oh, Lord. These ain't prescription, and so I can't see nothing anyway. Oh, Lordy, hold on. This is from... There you go. Star Mongoose 99. I guess that's it. No. Oh, Star Mongoose 99. Hey, Momma Cherri. I'm a chef up here in Scotland. How you doing up there in Scotland? And I love your channel. I love your energy and passion for food. I love feeding people just like you. I guess my question is, who was your biggest chef inspiration? Mine was my mother. Well, that's easy. Mine was my grandmother and my mother and all of my aunties. Because I tell you, all them women in my family, they can cook. But I think the biggest one probably was my Aunt Carolyn. Because me and her, we hung out like this. We were tight. We used to party together. But Carolyn, after a good night of partying, she would always throw down some good food. So this goes out to you, Carolyn. And Grandma and Mama, they long past, so this ain't going to upset them. Okay? Because they go on. Love you up there in heaven. Carolyn, you still on this earth. You're my inspiration. That's question number 1. Let's see number 2. This comes from Melissa Alberts. Have you ever considered buying a food truck? Less work, cost, and stress than a restaurant. Melissa, do you know how much it costs to buy a truck? I love to do a food truck, but I can't afford the petrol. I can't afford that's gas. I can't afford the oil. No, honey. No, baby. I'd love to do a food truck. Anybody got a food truck, want to pull up in front of my house? I'll jump in it. I'll go out with you, but I ain't getting one on my own. I done a restaurant. I don't need to be dealing with road tax. Next one. Simon Rudge. Apart from cooking, what other passions or hobbies do you have? Oh, no, that's a really good one, Simon. I got lots of passion. One of my passions is singing. I used to be in a pop band. Street Angels. I'm that sexy one right there. Back in the day, oh yes, I used to sing quite a bit. Also, I love theater. Although we are doing this right now, the YouTube channel, just before this, I was director and producer of my daughter, Katrina. She's an actress. She has written her one-woman show called Cat's Bag of Crap. Look it up. I'll tell you all about it. So I love theater. I love working with children. I enjoy painting. I was thinking, is there one of my paintings? Go get one of my paintings.
I'll go and grab a painting.
So Katrina's going to grab one of my paintings for you. I love painting. I wouldn't say exercise, so no, I don't be doing no exercising. Not really. I exercise enough in the kitchen. I love traveling. That is a big thrill. I'm at the moment, got me a little world map. I'm checking off all the countries. My husband and I, we love traveling. It's funny though, because he's one of these city guys and I'm one of these beach girls. So we usually take, if we can, 3 holidays a year, which is 1 together, 1 for me and 1 for him. Which one's that?
Grandkids.
Oh yeah. This is...
You can see, yeah, you can see it.
This is a picture that I painted of my grandchildren. I know it's a little bit rustic looking, but this was done years ago because Eden is now 6. So, but that's just something I like to throw down. Okay. I got lots of hobbies. I enjoy life, really. So I just get on whatever's getting on with. I like partying. You know what I mean? I might be a pensioner, but this pensioner can get down. Next question. This is from Jimmy RRDD. I don't know. I guess that's it. Hi, Momma Cherri. I hope you're doing well. I just have one question. Is your daughter, Kat, still single? Ha 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 ha.
Don't answer.
Hello. I saw your video about Ramsey and I thought you were a total sweetheart. My question, if not too personal, why did you move from the U.S. to the U.K.? But that ain't one question. That's two. First answer, yes, my daughter has been recently singled.
I'm
okay?
not recently singled.
Yeah, because you ain't married, so I can't say divorced. And you ain't a widower or whatever. She's single, okay?
And not looking.
But she's not looking at the moment. She's too busy building her mama's channel. However, you can send everything to me. I will have a look at it. If I think any of y'all out there are worthy of my daughter, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'll tell you what the dowry is.
Oh my God!
Oh, okay. Now this is a big one. Why did I come from America? Well, the reason I came over from the United States to England was, just in case y'all know, these are my interview glasses. The reason I came from the U.S. was with a theater production. As I said before, I love theater. I majored in university at Earlham College in Richmond, Indiana. Hey, shout out to Indiana. And I majored in theater and stage management. And when I graduated, I was very, very fortunate enough to get my first job working in my field. And I was the stage manager of a gospel musical. The musical was called Little Willie Jr.'s Resurrection. Yeah, now see, in America, that won't mean nothing to you. Y'all will just let that roll off. But over here, every time you say it, they crack up. Because the word Willie means something over here. You can imagine. And being Little Willie and Resurrection, the English just love it. So that's what I did. I came over from America with my show, Little Willie Jr.'s Resurrection. I'm going to go into that later a bit more. But I just stayed. Reason I stayed, let's hope there's a question to ask me. Whoops! Let's put that one back in the pot. Here we go. Max Bogaer. B-O-G-A-E-R. How you say that? Bogaer. Is your mom ever going to bring out a cookbook? What do you mean ever going to bring out a cookbook? Where you been? I have a cookbook. It is called Momma Cherri's Soul in a Bowl. And I will show it to you. However, it is, you can kind of get it on Amazon. But I don't get nothing from it. It's one of them deals. You know, back in the day, I just did it to be doing it. I didn't really look after my business properly. However, I've got a new cookbook. It's coming out on my website in the form of PDF. Isn't that what it is? I think that is it. You will be able to order all of these recipes and many, many more. And all of the hidden secrets are going to be in my new cookbook. This is a copy of the old cookbook on Amazon. You know, feel free to order it, but by you ordering it, you ain't helping me. You're only helping them. So I will let y'all know when my cookbook is re-released on my website, and then I expect to see you all there. Okay? Thank you. Next question. Oh, Lordy. Perdada. Pirida. Oh, I can't even try that one.
Want me to read it out?
Keawvijit. Cutie? I'm not dissing your name. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Do you want to run a restaurant again? No.
That was easy.
Next question. Daniel Morris. What's her thoughts on the LGBT? What's that?
Lesbian, gay, bisexual.
Well, that's what I thought it said. Then he went on to say, I made your meatloaf today so good. So I'm thinking, what's that got to do it? What's on the LGBT community? I love you. I'll be honest with you. Half my family is part of it. They are. Half my family are part of that LGBT What's that? I know the lesbian. I know it's lesbian, gay,
bisexual, transgender.
Oh, okay. Every last one of them. We got lesbians, we got gays, we got bisexuals, and we got transgender. That's all part of my family. We're all part of this big, lovely world. Shoot, I had a floating gay pride a couple of years ago when I had the restaurant.
Yes, you did.
I did.
That was great.
I was wondering. Oh my goodness gracious, this is a long one. From Riku Pajari. Pajari. I'm going to spell y'all names because I don't want to be disrespecting y'all. But these are hard to say. Y'all know I get a little bit tongue twisted up in here. As I am a quite fresh chef, I sometimes struggle to find new and inspirational recipes. Finland has its own food culture, but I've always found our food to be a little, I think he means bland. He said blend. Yeah. Bland. So I've studied a lot of food from Spain, Mexico, and Italy. The question is, how did Momma Cherri find this favorite recipes and decide what to offer in her restaurant? Oh, okay, that's easy. The food I cook is called soul food. Comes from the heart, comes from the soul. The origins come from the deep south, during the times when the slaves were about, okay? Now, you can imagine. Let me just paint a little picture. We there on the plantation, okay? The massa, he up in the big house. The slaves are down in the cupboard, down there back there in the, what do you call them things? Cabins.
Shacks.
The shacks in the cabins. So when the lights went out, they would go out and they would get all the kind of like leftover bits from the kitchen that they, that the big folk that, they didn't want to eat. They didn't want to eat the inner parts of the pig and the this and the that. And what grew above the ground went to the house. What grew below the ground would go basically to the slaves. So we learned to use root vegetables.
No, you've got it the wrong way around.
Oh yeah, no, it's the other way around. Wait a minute, let me see here.
Think about it.
Oh yeah, it's the potatoes and all them things, they below the ground. But all the bits that grew on the top, like the leafy bits, went to the slaves. We learned how to we made something out of nothing, basically. And that's what soul food is all about. It's about passion. It's about looking in your fridge. It's about finding what you have. It's about using it. But it's about adding some flavor to it. So what you say your food is bland. It don't have to be bland. You just have to find the right seasonings. Guess what? I got one. It's called a Cajun seasoning by Momma Cherri. But you just need to marinate and make it right, okay? Let me carry on. How many minutes are we up to, Katrina?
So we're up to 13 minutes, so we're only going to do a few more.
We're going to do a few more.
5 more.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a series. It's going to be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. So you just going to have to keep looking at every single one to see if your question comes up.
So yeah, do 5 more then.
Here we go. Sam J. Pope. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? I can tell you right now, I'm a lover. I ain't a fighter. So I ain't fighting no ducks or no horses. If any of them came in my direction, I'd be running. I ain't fighting. Oh, this is a big long one. Let's see here. Rowan Smith. Spelled S-M-Y-T-H. So, are you American but live in the UK? When did you move? Where are you originally from? Any comments on America and Brexit? Do you travel? How do your foster kids work? Do the kids live with you? How do they live with you? Do you choose them? Good googa mooga. That's about 10 questions. All right, here we go. I am American. Y'all can probably tell that because I am a little bit loud. I have lived in the UK now since 1978. Now work it out. Long time. So I told you when I moved here. Don't even get me started on the politics. I did a video on politics, on the Brexit and on Trump. Well, my daughter is refusing to air it. I don't know why. She know I don't like Trump. She said, Mom, you can't because you might alienate half the universe. Well, I'm sorry. If half the universe is that silly, then they gonna be that silly. They ain't got nothing to do with me. My views are my views. I want it to remain. I did not want no Brexit. I did not want no Trump. I don't need to say no more. What's the next thing? I have been fostering since 1990. I love fostering. I fostered for 13 years. Then I took a break to open my restaurant down here in Brighton for 10 years. When the restaurant closed, I went back to fostering because that's where my heart was. You know, because I was crushed at the end of everything. And I thought, I need to do something where I feel as if I'm putting back into society. And for me, becoming a foster carer was the best way to do that. I have fostered now, I'd say close to 80 different children. Mostly teenagers. Mostly troubled. But mostly loved by me and my family. And I love it. And at the moment, I've moved into asylum seekers and refugees because they need a home too. They need, if they've been displaced, I'm going to replace them right back here in my heart. Next one. How long do they live with me? They can live with me up until the age of 18 or until they just give me too much and I have to say bye-bye. Because you don't have to hold on to them. Some people don't want to help. Some people just don't want your help. I offer it, but if it looks as if it's going to be destroying towards me or my family, then it is time for them to move on. But believe me, that's the last resort for me.
You know what, though?
I hold on to them.
Some of the ones that did leave,
and they all come back. And they come back. Even the ones that I had to make leave, they come back.
My big sister.
Especially as adults, they come back to me and they say, you know what, Mom? Because they call me Mom. Those that are truly there. You were right. I was wrong. Thank you. Okay? Do you choose them? You kind of choose them because they give you the, you know, you get to read about their history. And if you think you can't deal with it, you don't take them. So, yeah, you kind of choose them. But mainly, they choose me as far as I'm concerned. All right, that was a lot of questions. So, I'm going to do one more and then we're going to have to stop this section.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex Wonderland. Love that name, Alex. How do you always maintain a positive attitude and just genuinely happy all the time? Also seems like your daughters are the same. Much love. Well, you know what? I spent an awful long time. I am dripping with sweat. Get me a tissue. I had a towel. What did I do with my towel? Oh, here's a tissue. Have me a tissue. Thank you. Let me. I am hot, y'all. I'm sweating. Wait a minute. Give me a second. It's a hot day. Woo! Okay, let me get back to it. So, I spent an awful long time, went through the bankruptcy, through the collapse of the restaurant, getting kind of down. But, you know, I thought about it and I thought, life is too short. And you get, you know what, it takes a lot more muscles to throw on a frown than to just lift it up and put a smile to your face. And I believe you gotta be positive because if you're not positive, then negative energy comes your way. So I'm a giver and I believe that the more I give out, the more goodness comes my way. Because throughout all the bankruptcy and all the troubles we had, I managed to hold on to my home. And by holding on to my home meant I was able to continue fostering. So that was positive. So you've got to look at positive things. You got to keep it strong. So all of you people out there, if any of you are struggling, and I know a lot of us have mental health issues, you've got all sorts of issues, and right now with the world, we got all sorts of things happening over here in London. If I would have let that all get to me, I'd never get out of bed. Never. And I need to get up daily because when I open my eyes and I see that sunshine, it tells me there's another day and there's another way. So, with that, I'm just going to say namaste.
So you're going to say what?
I think there's Indian.
Try it again.
Shut up.
Go on, please say it. Say it again.
It's
please.
namaste.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Namaste.
Oh, well,
there's a T in it.
Namaste.
There we go.
Goodbye. God bless. Allah bless. Everybody bless. I see you in part 2.